worlds can bring forth either salvation or destruction at the whim of the user. It's coming.
The entirety of the world is currently in a new state of corruption, and over the next few days, similar issues have spread to the outside world. Transportation systems, power grids, and communication systems all suffer issues, causing traffic accidents, fires, and difficulties in terms of landline and cellular communication. Thankfully, the internet connection is fine for the most part. Aside from CC Corp trying to use Helba as a scapegoat for the escalating situation in news reports, they've also updated the world to version 3.02. This version includes the new ability to search while riding a grunty in an area.
Oh, it's you. There aren't many people here today. I get it now. It's because there's a festival.
Festival?
The barriers have been lifted. They're all gone. We can go back and forth freely now. Isn't that wonderful?
Mia?
Don't touch me! Tell me, do you happen to know where Elk is? Did I leave him behind again? Where is he?
What's the matter, Mia? You're acting peculiar.
Later on, CC Corp sends out a flash mail to all players lying about the situation and blaming Helba. At the same time, forum threads of players encountering monsters that they can't kill. Data bugs are beginning to spread more throughout the game. Not only that, but virus cores are now falling into the hands of regular players. In the midst of this, Kite also receives a flash mail from Mistrail asking him to meet her in Makanu. When he does, she confesses that she's pregnant. Unfortunately, this is the last we'll see of her until near the end.
Hey, I just sent an email to you. Did you get it?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't really anything important.
Hey. I don't know anymore if what we're doing is the right thing.
Are you kidding? It's sort of late to change your mind now.
Yeah, but
You know, you can tell me. I'm here to listen, so spit it out.
every time we jump into action, something awful happens. That is the truth. Beaumonk may be right.
There's no way to tell if it's bad or good.
But...
Ugh! Will you cut it out? This is stupid and it's really pissing me off. Stop and think about why we risk our lives to do all these terrifying, dangerous things in the first place. Whining over this situation isn't going to help.
Later on, the Sigma server opens up, and we enter the aerial city of Fort Oath. Unfortunately, like the other root towns, it too is corrupted. With Black Rose currently offline, cooling off after their argument, and Mistrail indefinitely offline, Kite enters a new protected area by himself. According to the forums, there's supposedly another strange room that Orca had investigated. Upon entering the dungeon, more text from Harold's notes can be heard, and true to what the forums have said, virus cores can be found. Extracted from an element called the virus crystals, showcasing how the deteriorating situation of the game is causing corrupted data to manifest in the game space. Eventually, Kite runs into Beaumonk, fighting a data bug by himself.
Run! Bowmonk!
No. It's faster. I can't outrun it.
Are you nuts fighting it alone?
I couldn't very well ignore the thing. So, why did you help me? I scorned you when you both fought bravely. I am guilty of resorting to more cowardly means.
You ask, why did I help you, but why shouldn't I?
Yes, of course. I seem to have lost myself in hatred for the power of that bracelet. The power itself isn't good or evil. There are only evil intentions. It appears that I am the one who may have been selfish.
A great force. The power it holds can bring forth either salvation or destruction. At the whim of the user.
What's that?
The girl, Aura. That's what she said when she gave me the bracelet.
I see. You are indeed the one who should wear the bracelet. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I apologize.
Bowmonk.
I want to restore this world. And like you, I want to help Orca as well. However, it's not something I can accomplish alone. Perhaps you could lend me a hand. I am being selfish. Go right ahead and laugh.
I wouldn't laugh because I happen to have a request too. Care to hear it? I want two things. To help Orca and to play in the world that's not corrupted. But it's really not something I can accomplish alone. Could you lend me a hand?
Of course. The reason Orca and I were investigating the rumor was not because we wanted to find the source, but to prove that the rumor was indeed only that, a rumor. However, one day we discovered a strange room. It was obviously an unusual and a bizarre alien place. Then Orca said, "Morgana, mode gone."
Morgana, mode gone.
He said he would explain later, and then I lost contact with him.
The whole cannot be changed. We have already lost that chance. Because the time left to us was short, we were mistaken in our path. But now do we realize we should change not the whole, but the parts.
Morgana, mode gone. We finally have a name for the ultimate enemy that manipulated and abused Tsukasa and Aura's mother, who ordered her to be hunted down and executed. Later on, Kite receives a flashmail from Black Rose, asking him to meet at the cathedral.
Do you want to know something? My brother fell unconscious here.
Oh.
I didn't tell you because I couldn't find the right time. Sorry. When I first met you, I forced you to come here, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to see what had happened here with my own eyes, yet I was too frightened to come here by myself. And I still feel that way. I'm very, very scared. But I wouldn't have gotten this far without you. So, what am I going to do if you start doubting yourself? How am I supposed to cope? Does a big sister have to be happy? I want to.
Black Rose. Please don't cry.
What do you mean? I'm not crying. You can't even see me, so don't make any assumptions. There you go, how typical. You always clam up when you should be talking.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was wrong in thinking that I'm the only one who's trying to do something about Orca and the disaster. Everybody wants to do something. Now I know. I'm not the only one. We all want to bring this whole horrible mess to an end.
Yeah.
What can we do about the situation now? It's simple. We've got to do what we think is right. That's the only way we'll move forward.
Yep. Let's do it together. Things will work out. My intuition is pretty good. Well, I'm off to go see my brother.
At the hospital?
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Thank you. To you too.
They've reconciled and the whole team is getting stronger. Back on the forums, more chatter about Harold Herwick and Fragment. Apparently Harold was an avid fan of the poem, which explains why he used it for the backstory of the world and its beta version. There's also a post from a new player named Terijima Ryoko, humbly requesting help. And she's starting in the Sigma server. Not the best option, but she is new. Kite also gets blown up with new flash mails from his friends. Until now, they were all MIA, and now they have finally decided to crop up again. Though they can't really be blamed, considering what happened after Magus went down and how the corruption is now spreading beyond the game. It's difficult to log in for some. Later on, Kite meets up with Wiseman. They discuss what they've learned about the Epitaph of Twilight, and how it seems to relate to the string of events that have transpired up to now. It's already established that they have 5 more phases to go, however, there's still Kubia, described as the hidden one in the Epitaph with a still unknown role to play. On top of that, there's the ultimate question of what Harold's ultimate goal was when he created the game. Wiseman then gives Kite another virus core before departing. He then sends Kite a flash mail, pitching an idea to use a type of program to locate the next phase and advises to meet in Net Slum to discuss further. Before that, Kite meets up with Terejima Ryoko, a heavy axeman who looks almost exactly like Subaru. She's also delightfully polite, it's almost sickening. She managed to make it to the bottom of the dungeon despite her low level by sneaking past a magic portal somehow. Kite escorts her back to Fort Oath, and she gives Kite her member address as thanks. Next on the docket, Kite spends time with Gardenia while making Kite mistakenly assume she's dying. She's a tough nut to crack, but Kite's growing on her. He then helps Marlo get revenge on a monster that killed him a while back after his friends deserted him. Next, he helps Sanjuro win an event hosted by CC Corp for all samurai-themed heavyweight players. Lastly, Kite adventures with Terejima Ryoko in an area that she wanted to explore, Unfortunately, the girl still doesn't have a good grasp on the game, nor is she aware of the current situation, as the area she wants to explore is still extremely high level for her. She's level 1, and happens to be heavily affected by the instability of the game, and has a higher population of data bugs appearing in the field and the dungeon. When they get to the end of the dungeon,
An enemy! Let's get him!
No, wait! Don't rush in so recklessly!
Hey! Take that!
That one's powerful! You can't defeat it at your present level! Are you alright?
I'm sorry. I was out of line and I attacked carelessly. I'm completely useless. I mess things up every single time without fail. Even in a game, I cause trouble for other people. I can't apologize enough. Please, forgive me.
If that's truly how you feel, then all you have to do is change. I'm sure you can do it. Everybody, including me, likes you a lot.
Thank you so very much.
oh boy. A while later, Kite receives a message from Helba asking him to come alone while also getting rid of Databug that happened to wander in the net slum. Upon reaching the dungeon of the requested area, he defeats the Databug on his own. Helba then appears and reveals that this was a test. If the coming operation were to be successful, then Kite's resolve needs to be solid as it depends on him. Later on, Wiseman notifies Kite that the operation is a go, and the data volume in another area is increasing, while Aura reaches out to Kite, telling him that the next phase, Feed Hell, has one of her segments that he needs to get back. Kite, Black Rose, and Wiseman gate hack into the corrupted area, and Helba establishes an audio and visual connection on her end. Considering the group is running this operation without Leos' awareness, they need to be quick, and eventually they make it to the end. Kite, Black Rose, and Wiseman versus Fidel the Prophet. And this one talks.
Launching program. Audio and visual communication from this end will now cease functioning. White noise on the screen will signal the start of battle. Good luck.
Ready!
Enduring the flurry of elemental prophecy attacks, the group eventually succeeds in data draining and destroying the enemy. However, the entity leaves with a foreboding parting gift.
man, what was that? What does it mean?
Sorry, I don't have a clue. But I think this is bad. Nothing changed, right? So, did we pull it off?
I hope so.
Returning to Fort Oath, it looks like nothing has changed. However, news reports come out about telecommunication systems suddenly going down. The same goes for the systems of financial sectors, causing currency losses up to 3 million. Transportation systems also suffer malfunctions, causing abnormal traffic stops and accidents. Similar to what happened during Pluto's Kiss incident, we're now entering a second network crisis.
I brought you some aromatic grass.
Wow, thanks. So much? This must have taken a long time.
It isn't that much. And by the way, I haven't seen you for a while. Were you busy?
I don't remember. My memory these days is fuzzy.
It sounds like you're just tired. I would rest if I were you. Oh! Hi!
Hi.
So, who are you?
Huh?
Mia?
I'm not myself. I'm done today.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Later.
Wow, Mia seems to be exhausted. She's gotten to the point where she's beginning to lose her memory.
I'm worried, Elk.
Don't tire yourself out either. I'm gonna log off too.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye-bye.
A few days later, Kite meets up with Balmung and reports to Leos. Balmung scolds Leos for being manipulated by Leos before. Leos defends himself to both of them by claiming they followed his own orders of their own volition. With Black Rose ignoring Leos, understandably, he accompanies the group to the area. Eventually, they find the data bug in the dungeon and eradicate it. Leos then mentions that the game's rate of corruption is causing more data bugs to manifest. More information we've already known. However, Leos also mentions that if the world were to reach a fatal point of no return and become completely corrupted, then Caesar would feel like they'd have no other choice but to shut down the game completely as an attempt to prevent further fallout. Not only would that not solve the crisis, but more importantly, any chances of restoring the coma victims will be completely eradicated. So the situation is getting worse, but there isn't much to do right now. Besides, upon returning to Root Town, Pyros drags Kite to another area involved in a rumor detailing the bestowal of rare items on the player upon reciting a series of secret words. They make it through the dungeon. Pyros recites the unintelligible words. Kite gets a cache of strange items and gives them to Pyros, and he gets hit with the entire suite of status conditions. Pyros, I swear to God. Upon logging out, Kite receives a flash mail from Aura, while Black Rose receives a flash mail from Balmung requesting to talk. They all meet up. Balmung sincerely apologizes for his past actions. Kite then receives another message from Aura, begging him to meet in an area.
Damaged data?
this?
I think she wants to say something.
Huh? What is it? Something like that exists?
It's that thing again!
It's big. Too big. Can we defeat it?
It's growing.
Kite, Black Rose, and Balmung versus Kubia. Round 2. Another tough fight, but eventually Kubia is forced into retreat yet again. After witnessing their triumph, Leo silently leaves. Black Rose theorizes that Kubia is trying to stop Kite from seeing Aura, yet she can't understand why he keeps fleeing after he gets injured. With that being the case, what would happen should Kite successfully restore Aura? Is Kubia trying to stop that? Regardless, Kite realizes that, like him, Kubia is growing in strength. Its increased size represents this. He then states that they can't keep operating as scattered as they are. They need Leos' help. His ability to provide backup support from inside CC Corp can be vital. Of course, the other main issue isn't whether or not he's willing to work with Kite and his team, but whether he's willing to work with Helba. Then Black Rose gets an idea. She'll summon them both, and Kite will handle the rest. While Black Rose works her magic, news reports come out about power outages and security system failures in several locations, and a devastating fire has torn through a major business complex, including a movie theater, and injuring several people. A while later, Rachel announces a courier service on the forums, and more importantly, Black Rose brazenly and cleverly leaves a forum post requesting to meet Helba in Netslum. Kite logs back in and helps Rachel with the courier service. The plan hits a small snag, but they get the job done. Though Rachel learns that the client was being dishonest, so she chases after him. Next up, Kite adventures with Moonstone, and Kite helps him find a rare weapon, sharing a part of his namesake. Later on, Kite meets with Black Rose, skeptical that Leos will fall for the bait, but Black Rose is fully confident that the plan will work, so they head to Netslum.
Are you two planning to contact Helba? Well, I don't know what you're both up to, but I'm afraid I deleted that post. It's no more. The truth is, she won't be coming here, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah?
The hackers. They're having a good laugh. They find the current affairs to be quite amusing. What do you intend to do with them? I'm curious to know. Tell me.
Why do you say things like that? Because it's the company's policy?
What?
Leos, you should know by now that the problems are unrelated to Helba.
What do you know? Do you think you're a hero now because of that bracelet? Don't make me laugh. So wear that thing if you want. I will restore the system without the help of that abominable item.
Leos, that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you that if we want the same results, we should work together.
I do not work with hackers.
You pighead. It makes me want to bust your brains out if you have any.
If he wasn't so thick-skulled, I'd have done it already.
Helba, how'd you...
A deleted post is meaningful, fraught with significance. Did you actually think I would pass up something that juicy? Deleting messages with clues that point toward the truth? Shameful. Even a pighead like you is aware of the present situation, right?
Just because I'm silent doesn't mean you have permission to call me a pighead.
Fair enough, but first prove to me that you aren't a pighead.
What?
The players who fell into comas during the game continue to suffer. What we ought to be doing right now...
All right. If it will stop your insistent demand, I will do it on one condition. You can prove to me how serious you are by obtaining a virus core from the lowest level of the dungeon. The Dungeon of Sigma, Sorrowful Sweltering Arena.
That's not a problem.
But you cannot use data drain. Only under that condition will I join forces with Helba.
Don't be ridiculous. What are we supposed to do if a data bug suddenly shows up?
Understood. I agree.
Huh? Are you kidding? Understood? What are you saying?
If I do it, you'll work with Helba?
Only if you fulfill the condition.
It's nearly impossible to soften that pig head. I want you to show him that you're serious.
Okay, this is getting totally out of hand.
Well, that was interesting. The meeting didn't go as planned, but we need Leos' cooperation, so they go. Initially, it's so far so good, no data bugs in the field. Unfortunately, they run into one in the dungeon. They charge in regardless. However, they quickly realize that unlike other data bugs, this one's health is actually decreasing? How? It's a long battle, but eventually they take down the monster. When Leo's watching, he asks Kite why he didn't use data drain. Black Rose is annoyed by this stupid question, but Kite reveals that Leo saw them fight Kubia. Thus, he's already aware of their resolve. Although Leos denies this, and reveals that the so-called data bug was a counterfeit, he created to test their trustworthiness. Halba then appears, and Leos upholds his end of the bargain, though he hates the pain of losing the bet. To add insult to injury, Halba shares that due to CC Corp receiving too much bad publicity, they had decided to attempt to save their own collective asses in terms of their bottom line and their public face by physically destroying the game servers, meaning complete destruction of the game, thus shutting down any chances of rectifying the crisis and saving the coma victims. All of this they already know, but now they have Leos recruited, so now they can gain some momentum. But it's also a race against time and stupidity. There's a major part in the Epitaph of Twilight where Helba, Queen of the Kingdom of Darkness, rallies her army alongside Apeiron, the King of Leos, the Kingdom of Light, and his army. Like in the game, Wiseman commends Kite for his success and believes that they'll now be able to discover the truth of the Cursed Wave.
Wave soars and shrouds the eyes. No means to fight an omnipresent force. The shadowless ones just grieve. Why must it be a wave? Divide if it would just, then retaliate we may.
Harold.
A few days later, Wiseman then notifies Kite and Black Rose and advises them to meet in Netslum to talk about a revision of the original plan. When they arrive, Helba assigns roles to everyone. Leos will continue to search for the remaining phases of the Cursed Wave while keeping tabs on what CZ Corp is doing. Wiseman will analyze the data they gather concerning the Epitaph and the Cursed Wave, and Kite will lead the front lines against the phases they encounter. The operation itself consists of sealing off the area from the rest of the game that the phase is in, thus mitigating the potential damage to the game and beyond. While the others prepare and search for the next phase, there's one more thing to do. Back on the forums, players have mentioned seeing a strange red wand in an area that's unorthodoxly high for the server it's in. Upon investigating the area,
That's... Skaith's wand?
Bingo!
Huh? Thank you?
For those who aren't in the know, that was Sora, a major character present in the world a year ago during Dothack's sign, an extremely skilled and dangerous player killer who was a 9-year-old boy in the real world. He basically played the role of an anti-hero. His actions and motives were solely his own up to the end. Sometimes he helped the protagonist, sometimes he helped the antagonist, as long as it benefited him. Unfortunately, near the end, he sided with Morgana, but then chose to betray her and aid Tsukasa at the last minute. This resulted in Morgana summoning Skaith, who proceeded to data drain Sora. He fell into a coma in the real world, and part of his consciousness was attached to Skaith, while Skaith attached itself to Sora's player character. This will be extremely vital in the future. After Kite defeated Skaith, though still comatose, Sora's consciousness was released from Skaith. A while later, Wiseman sent a flash mail to Black Rose and Kite. The data volume is increasing in a new area, meaning it's time to rendezvous in Netslum. With everyone's roles assigned, Kite rallies everyone together. Operation Breakwater. They reach the dungeon and Halba seals off the area. Kite, Black Rose, and Balmung of the Azure Sky versus Gore, the Machinator.
The area Sigma, chatting snaring twins, is now quarantined. Communication will be offline.
Ready! Just who designs these freaky things anyway?
You know, they really do. Yes, well, shall we do it then?
All appears to have gone well. An investigation will still be needed, but I guess you've succeeded for now.
Let us rejoice at our triumph.
Kazu. Hold on, we're nearly there.
Theta server, detecting fluctuation of massive data. The immensity. There's a possibility that it's the cursed wave itself. It's moving.
It's running. This marks the beginning of the counterattack.
Counterattack? No. We have just realized the true rule of the game Harold created.
The cursed wave is moving, but they're now one step closer to the truth.